Happy Tuesday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. How is everyone doing on this Valentine's Day? Hope your day was full of love and affection and was busy and productive. And if it wasn't, put a period on it and begin again. You know, Valentine's Day is not just for intimate partners, it's for those you love. So I hope you spread love today at work, at home, at the grocery store, wherever you were. I hope you spreaded love today. Whether you're new or you're one of my loyal viewers, I adore and appreciate each and every one of you for taking this journey with me. Well, you know today is Tuesday, Life Purpose and Career Day, and so we're going to kick it off with a wonderful quote by an actor named Cary Grant. Many of you may know him. And the quote is, "I pretended to be somebody I wanted to be until finally I became that person, or that person became me, one or the other." We're going to talk about fake it till you make it. You know, whatever it is that you desire to be, if you want to be a writer, you want to be a chef, you want to own a restaurant, you want to own a business, are you personifying that character now? Or are you waiting until the money comes? Or are you waiting for your big break before you start acting that way? I believe you are miscreating if you're doing that. You've got to already play the part, play the role that you want if you want that thing to come into fruition. Okay? I'm going to give you a few steps to begin to play the role of the person you want to be, and soon all those things will line up and you'll be that person. Does that sound all right? Okay, so the first thing is your body language. It's something about when you think about, I want to run my own company. Your posture is different. You sit erect. You walk with confidence. You speak with confidence. Something happens in your body language when you take on the character of being whatever it is that you want to be. And so when you own it, and you in your mind, the best thing you can do is, if you had this position right now, how would you walk? How would you talk? Where would you go? Where would you shop? Those things come out in your body language, how you dress, how you present yourself to people. Those things are key. That's the kicker. That's from the beginning. You have to master that if you want to fake it till you make it. All right. Step 2 is highlight your competence. You got to feel good about that thing. If you want to own your own restaurant, you can just say it. Practice in the mirror. Hi, my name is so and so. I'm a restaurantpreneur. I believe that's how you say it. Or I'm a restaurant owner, or I'm a writer, or I'm a chef, or whatever the case may be. And feel what that feels like. We talk a great deal on Teena Sessions about getting into the feeling, because remember, the universe picks up on your feelings. That is what's vibrating. And keep in mind, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is reality and what is imagined. So you better get busy doing that. And even if it works, or even if you want to say you want to be 40 pounds lighter or 20 pounds lighter, what would you feel like being 40 pounds lighter? How would you walk? How would you talk? You need to start looking at that size clothes that you would wear if you were that size, if you weighed that much. You need to just start looking, And if I was you, if your goal is to get into a size 8, go buy a size 8 pair of jeans and put them in your closet, and now you got a goal, okay? And you picture yourself walking them. How would you, like I said, what would your confidence level be if you wore that size? How would you feel about yourself? It's very important that you get into that position, because if you lose the weight or you get into that position before you really are ready for it, you're sabotaging, and you'll be back where you don't want to be. Okay? The third step is always maintain eye contact. A lot of times when you're confident, that's what you do. It doesn't matter if I'm talking to a janitor or the CEO. I look them in the eye and I'm respectful. I don't allow a person's title to change my disposition, because I know who I am. And that is how you have to be. You always have respect for whomever is on the other side of you. And maintaining eye contact and having that confidence is one of those body language things as well. Okay. Another one is upgrade your manners. Upgrade yourself. What I mean, I'm very surprised that I do this. I've done this a lot. And that is, if I was already that particular person, if I was reaching for a goal, I would shop in those certain areas. I would go to the car dealerships and look. I used to do on my radio show, Test Drive Your Dreams. And it was a segment on the show where I encouraged people to test drive their purpose. We would put two people together and they could taste what they wanted to be. And so in lieu of that, go test drive that whatever Lexus, that Cadillac Escalade, that 750 Li BMW. Go test drive the Bentley. They'll let you test drive. You have to do is give you your driver's license. You've got to know what that thing feels like. What does it smell like? I am very surprised when I hear people, they have dream cars, but they've never sat down in one. I'm like, are you serious? Go by the dealership. It doesn't cost a thing to do that. You need to see what that feels like and what it smells like. So that when you go back home and you do your mind movie, you can put in all the senses because you've seen it. And now you know the aroma and now you can feel it because you actually felt it. So you'll remember that what it felt like. You can wrap your hands around the steering wheel, get into that position of, hey, this is where I belong. If you had that certain position, you would shop differently. Go to those places, whether it's Nordstrom's or Macy's or Neiman Marcus or doesn't matter. If you like art like I do, go to some of these art museums. You've got to start playing the role, darling. You can't wait until I'll wait till the money come. No, you're the reason for the holdup. Why are you waiting on God? God waiting on you to show me what you want. Play the role, get into character, and you'll be surprised how fast your manifestation will come. When I say fake it till you make it, I mean get into the position of it. I mean feel what it feels like. Tell your mind this is who I am. And start walking like it. Start talking like it. Start being it. Many people do this. You'll be surprised how many people actually test this out. So I'm encouraging each and every one of you, no matter what it is that you want to do, don't wait until you get your break or till an opportunity comes. Already own that thing in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. And guess what? Everything else, your outside world, has no choice but to catch up with that reality. Has no choice at all. If you already have it in your mind, then you should be able to play that part right now. Remember, the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. When you start playing that role, it's just soon just going to take personification over you. If you do it long enough. And so it doesn't cost a thing to do that. Not a thing at all. What does it feel like for a person? I hear people all the time say, I wish I could motivate myself to work out. Well, how would you feel? Would you feel proud that you worked out? How would you feel if you worked out 5 days a week? 30 minutes on the treadmill and 30 minutes of strength training. If you did an hour for 3 days a week, what does that feel like to be fit and to feel fit? Well, go ahead and feel that way. It's important to feel that way before the weight comes off, before you actually start doing it. Sometimes you have to take inaction, instead of outer action. Because if you take inaction, outer action has no choice but to follow. Okay? So start it today. It's so fun. It's so exciting. In the beginning, it's going to seem weird. But soon enough, you're going to say, hey, I like the way this feels, and you're going to start strutting a little different and walking a little different. And then you're going to start vibing to certain people differently. And you're going to start attracting a certain class of people that you ordinarily wouldn't attract, to help you accomplish your goal. Does that sound all right? Oh my goodness. I love fake it till you make it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And so give me some feedback. Email me at naturalborncoach@hotmail.com if you have any questions at all. And now it's time for the affirmation and then the meditation, guided meditation. I already am what I want to be. That is today's affirmation. I already am what I want to be. and so are you. All right. Well, thank you once again for tuning in to Teena's Sessions. And now it's time for the guided meditation. So go ahead and do what you do. If you got to put your headphones in or get relaxed, turn down the lights while I go ahead and set the music and get this thing started. If you're already in position, go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice deep breath all the way in. Again, take a nice deep breath all the way in. And exhale, release, and let go. And just listen to the words that I say to you, knowing they ring true to every level of your being. I am on the right path. It feels so good to know and live the secret of life. I have a high vibration now, and I'm vibrating every good thing into my world and into my experience. Life is so good to me. Life is unfolding in such a beautiful, magnificent way. I am a miracle in the making, and I find joy and peace in my life right now. Everything is beautiful in my world. People are on my side. Everything goes right for me, and I'm so happy and proud to be a part of this grand universe that God has created. Thank you, God, for my life. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for me. And so it is. Thank you all. I love each and every one of you. Good night.